Malicious sabotage? 100,000 screws reportedly stolen from Beijing Shanghai and Beijing Guangzhou rail lines. Recently, a video circulating online shows over 100,000 screws missing from the Beijing Shanghai and Beijing Guangzhou railway lines. A seemingly dangerous situation affecting over 5,000 kilometers of track. Some netizens have questioned whether this was malicious sabotage or revenge against society. On February 27th, a user named Hong Fu uploaded a video to a social media platform claiming that a netizen had submitted a report of a sudden incident. Multiple railway lines between Beijing and Shanghai and between Beijing and Guangzhou had been maliciously damaged, with over 100,000 screws missing, affecting a total length of over 5,000 kilometers. Do you think this is the return of the railway guerrillas? The user asked. The video shows a man pointing to one side of a track on a railway line saying, "Look, one screw is missing here." The footage shows that the screw is indeed missing from where it should be. On the opposite side, a screw is visible, and the man is surprised to find that he can pick it up with his hand, only to discover that the bottom of the screw is hollow. The man walks along the track and finds another missing screw. Continuing forward, he discovers that screws are missing from multiple locations where they should be. The caption reads, "Over 100,000 screws are missing, affecting a total line length of over 5,000 kilometers." In response, some netizens criticized it as a shoddy construction project. Was it sabotage, shoddy workmanship, or the use of inferior bolts and failure to follow installation procedures? This is clearly a shoddy construction project. Traveling by plane, train, or car will be high risk from now on. They can't make ends meet anymore. So they'll just pull out a few screws and sell them as scrap metal to earn some pocket money. Other netizens were shocked. Is this a revolution? Anti-communist guerrillas. This is a rebellion by the Ministry of Railways. The consequences of the collapse of order are becoming apparent. A modern version of railway guerrillas? There are so many people taking revenge on society these days. The cause of the severe shaking in high-speed train carriages has been found. In 2014, a train derailed in Harbin due to sabotage caused by loosened bolts on the railway tracks. According to a report by the paper on April 16, 2014, a passenger train traveling from Heihei, Heilongjiang to Harbin derailed on the Suibei railway line between Hailun and Dongbianjing in the early morning of April 3rd, injuring 15 passengers. Because the bolts connecting the rails and sleepers required specialized tools to remove, police identified and arrested a railway employee within 24 hours. This was a case of sabotage. The suspect had left the system more than 6 months earlier after losing in a competitive selection process. A newly repaired bridge in Sichuan has screws that fall off with a kick. According to a report by Jimu News, on February 25th, a villager in Nambu County, Sichuan Province, reported suspected quality problems with the railings of Xiaojia Bridge in the area. The screws used to secure the railings were welded on and would fall off with a kick. A relevant person in charge of Nambu County Highway Management Bureau No. 2 explained that the steel plates and the underlying steel bars of the entire bridge had been fully welded together, posing no safety hazards, and that bridge experts had confirmed this. According to the villager, during the Spring Festival holiday, he accidentally kicked a screw on the railing while crossing the bridge, and it immediately fell off. When I picked it up, I found that the screw head was just a decorative piece. It is understood that Xiaojia Bridge is an important passage from Nanbu County to Nanchang and Chengdu in Sichuan Province. The dangerous bridge renovation project was just completed at the end of 2025, and the project owner was Nanbu County Highway Management Bureau No. 2. Mainland netizens commented, "I'm afraid the bridge piers are all decorations." Construction was not carried out according to the drawings. And the bridge passed inspection through forgery. Forgery is forgery. Those responsible must be held accountable to prevent future bridge problems. Netizen X also commented, "A complete shoddy construction project so they can embezzle more money. Fake work is everywhere in China." Passengers terrified as high-speed train shakes violently. Is China's rail system safe? A Chinese passenger recently captured a chilling moment. Just after leaving Tianshui South Station, a high-speed train began shaking violently. The tremors were so intense that the man filming admitted he wasn't sure the train would even reach the next stop safely. This wasn't an isolated incident. Throughout the summer, similar videos flooded Chinese social media. In July, a train from Guangzhou to Xi'an rattled uncontrollably while passing Baoji in Shanxi province. Another train on the busy Beijing-Shanghai route jolted so violently between Suzhou and Tai'an that passengers reportedly screamed in fear. The footage quickly went viral overseas. One foreign commenter bluntly warned, "Avoid China's high-speed rail since Germany cut off its parts supply and Japan stopped exports in March 2023. The remark pointed to a deeper issue. For years, yes, China relied heavily on foreign components. When access to those parts became restricted, domestic factories rushed to produce substitutes. But their reliability has been widely questioned. Some experts now warn that under these conditions, major accidents may be only a matter of time. Commentator Qu Zhong of Apollo Network argues that the root of the problem lies in how China's high-speed rail system was built. The technology, he says, was not independently developed but borrowed, and in many cases copied, from foreign partners. China once cooperated with the global rail giants like Siemens of Germany, Kawasaki Heavy Industries of Japan, and Alstom of France. Through joint agreements, it gained access to core designs. Soon after, homegrown models appeared that looked strikingly similar to their foreign counterparts. After working with Kawasaki, China unveiled trains nearly identical to Japan's Shinkansen. Japan lodged repeated protests, accusing China of violating technology transfer agreements and extracting trade secrets through improper means. Siemens expressed similar frustration, claiming its proprietary technology had been replicated domestically before foreign partners were pushed aside. The strategy was described bluntly: learn it, then lock the door. The backlash prompted governments worldwide to tighten intellectual property protections in rail technology. But controversy over technology theft is only part of the story. Safety concerns have shadowed China's rail expansion for years. In 2011, shortly after authorities declared the system fully developed, Caixin Weekly published a provocative article by Du Tongxiao, an editor at the People's Daily's Shanxi branch. The piece was titled, "Retired Railway Engineer Refuses to Ride High-Speed Trains." Du described asking a veteran engineer whether he felt safe riding the trains. The response was stark: "I will never ride a high-speed train in my life." For someone who had spent decades building railways to refuse to board one, the message was powerful. When the Xi'an-Guangzhou line opened, Du personally tested the ride. The 380-kilometer journey from Xi'an north to Luoyang Longmen took just over an hour. The sleek carriages displayed speeds exceeding 350 kilometers per hour. Fast enough, Du noted, for a Boeing 737 to take off. Mao's state media proudly declared China's trains the fastest in the world. But during the trip, something unsettling happened. As the train slowed and then accelerated back to 250 kilometers per hour, a bird struck the windshield. Blood and feathers splattered across the glass. Du was reminded of a childhood physics lesson. Even a collision at 80 kilometers per hour can release explosive force. At 350 kilometers per hour, the energy multiplies dramatically. During 2010 test runs on the Beijing to Shanghai line, speeds even reached 486.1 kilometers per hour, setting a world record. Yet another railway engineer privately told Du he would never ride such trains due to safety fears. The article ignited fierce debate online. Professor Sun Zhang of Tongji University later explained that rail safety isn't about peak speed. It's about margins. France's TGV once reached 574.8 kilometers per hour in testing, but operates commercially at 320 to 350 kilometers per hour. More important is the ratio between average speed and maximum speed, which reflects efficiency and stability. Well, China's numbers lag behind. The Shanghai-Nanjing intercity line runs at a maximum of 350 kilometers per hour, but averages only 240.5 kilometers per hour, a ratio of 0.69. Japan's Shinkansen achieves 0.81, and France's TG5 0.77. The data suggests that while China boasts record peaks, its operational efficiency and safety margins fall short of global leaders. Sun emphasized that real efficiency comes from consistent average speed, not headline-grabbing records. Chasing ever higher numbers without balancing safety and economics, sure, he warned, is dangerous. Japan's Shinkansen has operated for nearly half a century without a single fatal accident, a result of engineering discipline, not political ambition. Yet speed remains a source of national pride in China. The system divides trains into MS exceeding 200 kilometers per hour and super high-speed units operating around 350 kilometers per hour. Officials have even showcased magnetic levitation trains advertised to reach 600 kilometers per hour. Commentator Nyan Dan notes that when officials boast about speeds, once they often add the phrase after acceleration. This careful wording reflects painful lessons from the past, especially the 2011 Guangzhou disaster. On July 23, 2011, Train D301 collided with the Train 3115 on a bridge in Guangzhou, Zhejiang. 4 carriages fell from the viaduct. 40 people died. 172 were injured. Investigations found that a defective signal system, struck by lightning, failed to turn a red light properly. Sloppy inspections and delayed emergency response compounded the tragedy. Afterward, authorities reduced maximum speeds from 350 kilometers per hour to 300 kilometers per hour. But was a 50 kilometers per hour reduction enough? According to Nyan Dan, the real problem wasn't speed but systemic quality issues, faulty signaling, construction shortcuts, and compromised safety standards. In countries with strict rail protocols, a red signal mistakenly appearing green would be unthinkable. Without reliable systems, running at 350 kilometers per hour becomes a gamble. Although China's high-speed rail network is often celebrated as a symbol of national achievement, but viral videos of violently shaking trains are forcing uncomfortable questions. When technology is borrowed, safety margins are thin, and quality control is inconsistent. Speed alone cannot guarantee security.